No. How about y'all? I started talking and I ain't even record the doggone video. Anyway, this is your girl Kiwana, and I am back with Young, Famous, and African. Season 3, episode 8, Breakups and Makeups. Hold on. Breakups and Makeups. Alright, so listen up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Check out the click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Make sure y'all liking up the video, please. Give me in the algorithms. You know, yada yada yada, etc. etc. Dot dot dot. Okay. So the finale. So the finale episode continues with Swanky, Eenie, and Louise talking about F you. All right. So Shakib goes in between Swanky and what's his name, and Louise. And Louise sits back down, Swanky sits back down. Now, if you ask me, I feel like Swanky and Eenie came in there on one. They already came in there on some energy. They came in there on energy. Like when we see Louise and he say something crazy, it's going down. That's how I feel. I still feel like Eenie was wrong. She was wrong, okay? Trying to fix my language. She was wrong, y'all. She was wrong. I'm sorry. Her and Swanky did not handle this like they should have. This group is very chaotic. This group is very messy. And honey, I'm here to tell y'all, if I was in this group, baby, that would be like, girl, send that girl back to America. Anyway, finally Nadia made some sense. She makes sense when she needs to. Okay, so she said in her confessional that people forget what Louis' reasoning for wanting a kid, you know, what his reasoning is. So as Louis apologized, Eenie and Swanky, they're determined not to hear his apology. And I said it in the last video that Swanky never liked him. When Swanky made up with him, because Swanky met him and been on one since, I feel like there was a part of Swanky that was jealous because he got somebody else who's here. And Louis is kind of low key. You know, he a ladies man. He flirt. But I don't know. Swanky, everybody think because Swanky is the cool guy. He on the pictures. Everybody. It's all good. And that's why Swanky be extra AF. Because on the cool, deep down, he got some stuff going on. And I'm going to call it like I see it. But I'm going to say this. Baby, Swanky be eating them up in them videos. But I like Swanky. I love Swanky. But I'm going to call y'all when you're wrong. Okay? Because he was wrong. All right? So, Swanky is screaming, move on. It's been 2 years. But that's this man's story. Because let's be clear, Swanky, you don't even have a storyline. And it was your storyline. You bringing on people is apparently your storyline. People coming to you and talking to you, that's your storyline. This is how you're able to escape by. But I love you, Swanky. Like, me and you, we here. But I'm going to call you out. So, Louis is keeping his control. He's saying, okay, but I'm telling y'all, Louis looked like he had a lump in his throat. And if they would ever give him that space to cry, he could have sat there and cried. Because I felt like what they did was effed up. And I feel like Louis is, he's not that kind of person. Like, he don't do confrontation. As long as I've seen him on screen, he don't do confrontation. He's willing to apologize and just kind of move forward. Like, he's one of those people. So, Kelly comes outside. She speaks to Naked. He act like he don't hear her. She was like, you hear me speaking to you? He was like, yeah, I heard you. The way I would have pushed Naked in that damn water. Because first of all, you're not going to play with me. You hear me talking to you. He just mad. He's mad. He playing in that lady face. at this point, Naked is just pissed off. Either he pissed off because she told everybody she was thinking about looking for her own place, or Kelly is deciding to choose herself. And if it's not about her choosing him, he don't like it. So you're so used to this lady choosing you and going by whatever you want. You can't even give this lady what she want. Like, I would never. I'm sorry. That must be the trust in me. So, Eni, Cafe, Nadia, they meet up for lunch. And I love Cafe. I love Cafe. Now, Cafe, I'm going to have to call you out in the end. But I love Cafe. So, it's something about Zari that Cafe, she says she annoyed. She gets annoyed by Zari. And especially when Zari asked her that question back at the safari some time ago, questioned her about her marriage. And I felt like you could have addressed that then, or you could have waited and took her out to lunch and addressed it a little later. But to hold on to all of this, but I also understand that Cafe is going through a divorce right now. And I don't know if it's the best situation. And so on top of her working, because we hadn't seen Cafe in a lot of scenes. And I think Cafe is a mom. And I think her and Zari has so much in common. It just, it's bumping heads. But I also understand why Cafe have a hard time trusting Zari. Because Zari has displayed herself to be the mean girl, to be the boss lady, because she's always wanted to be the HBIC. And I feel like Eni is the one that's trying to come in and be the HBIC or not. Like, whatever. So Eni is telling them what happened with Lewis. She's putting 20 on 10 once again. And I just kind of feel like, why are you this mad at Lewis? This is his decision. If he wants to find him a suitable, what they call it, person to carry a baby for him, that's his business. That doesn't have nothing to do with you, but you're definitely carrying it. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why you're that mad. Like, again, y'all, I get her situation didn't go, and I hate that for her, but you're taking this out on him. If he wants to get a surrogate, if he wants to get to know people, so that's how people do. If it was a couple, they have to get to know the person that, they want to be their surrogate. I just don't understand what the smoke is. Anyway, so the ladies always, and this is them constantly always saying that he talks about him wanting a family all the time. He talks about it because he's not okay with his family situation. Like, it's y'all in this group, the people as a whole in this group, if y'all watch 1, 2, 3 seasons, all 3 seasons, they always expect grace, but they never want to give certain people grace. They only give the popular people grace. And I want to say Louis said that in this confessional or in the last episode. But the grace that they extend, they only extend it to certain people. And I hate how they try to treat Louis like he on the bottom of the totem pole. But y'all treat Swanky like he up here. And y'all treat Naked like he's up here. But Naked got a woman that he dogging the out. But y'all treat him like he up here at the same time while y'all telling Kelly, oh, that's not okay. But then y'all go behind Kelly's back and tell Naked everything she has said. But that's fine because Kelly does the same thing. Y'all messy. Y'all petty. I'm sorry. I gotta call and think when I tell you. Woo. They worked on my nervous system. They worked it, okay? It was good, but they worked on my nerves, okay? So, Naked. Speaking of Naked, he calls Connie. Listen, I miss Connie because Connie is like the Carly Red of the franchise, okay? She looked like a little Asian white woman, because the lady done bleached her skin, y'all. I just don't like the bleaching of the skin. And I don't wear makeup. I don't wear none of this stuff. I only do the light because the lighting, I don't have the best lighting. So I do lights because I like the light. But other than that, y'all gonna see my good brown skin everywhere. Okay? No makeup, no nothing. Just me and my brown skin. So Connie comes in town, and I ain't gonna lie, I miss Connie. But I guess, I don't know why she didn't come back. Maybe she was having some issues because I want to say she's married. So she shut Naked out for 3 months. She said she needed time, and she needed the time out. And they talk about him and Kelly, but he come out. He looks really nice. Sorry, y'all. The outfit he had on, it looked really nice. So he do a 180 or 360. I think it was a 180, and he tells Connie, yeah, this what Kelly gonna miss out on if she move out. So apparently you pissed off because that lady wants to move out. I wish she would have stood on business and moved out. I wish she, at the end of this, I really wish she would have stood right on business. Because I wish she would have stood on business. Because this, okay, all right, let me stay on task. Connie tells Naked he's protecting himself too much because them two made a pact that they wasn't gonna get married until they really was ready. And so he's like, now, she was like, well, now aren't you protecting yourself a little bit too much? So then he asked Connie, he was mad, because, she's gone around telling people she's unhappy. And so Connie was like, well, is she unhappy? Because apparently she is, and she is. She's not settled in her spirit because she's in a space that a part of her wants to be out of. But because she's tethered and tied to you, she gonna keep herself bound. And I just don't think that that's fair. I don't think nobody should be bound or tied down to anybody if you're not getting what you need. If they're lying, if it's hurtful, if your spirit man, or if you want to call it your spirit woman, I don't know. But if your spirit man isn't settled in some stuff, walk away. Because all it's going to do is, it's just going to keep you bound. And then you're not going to want to say nothing because you want to keep the peace. Because you want this other person to be peace. You want to keep peace between this other person. You walk around on eggshells. So no, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. Naked asks, what has he gotten out of this relationship? I said, out of all of these years, you have the audacity to ask that on this show. So Kelly was like, you got a healthy, able-bodied woman, beautiful, a woman with no kids, who left whatever life she had to come into your life. I don't even know if she speaks to her parents. But she's altered herself, her life, to be with you, to fit into yours. And I think that is the most selfish thing you can do for yourself. Kelly is an individual, and you need to live your individual life. So it's safe to say that Naked pissed me off too. Okay, like you really sitting here acting like what you don't have. That's annoying to me. You sitting here acting like, So we get to Swanky's party. I'ma say this. Everybody ate the down. Do you hear me? They ate down. When I tell you everybody came in with the outfits. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm loud and I know I'm extra, but the outfits was giving. The bodies in their outfits was giving from every man and woman. Nothing was out of place. Louis actually showed up at the party and he wanted to apologize to Eni. And Edie, I ain't gonna lie, she a bi. Okay, she a bit. Let me spell this in my mama D voice. Bicth, in that order. Okay, that's how Mama D spell it. That's how I'ma spell it. So, again, you're still mad. Now, as Lewis is walking up, you can tell that he's extremely uncomfortable and he doesn't know how to hide it. Like you can see it, okay? And so when I tell y'all Diamond came scrolling in, he had on a the suit, like, you know, with the they're not Australian, the Scotland people were with the kilt. He had on a kilt, and he had on a kilt. Okay, y'all know a kilt is like the little skirt. And so Diamond came with the shits. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to say that. Diamond came with the SHIs. Okay. And so he was like, so Cafe and Eni was laughing. And he was like, listen, I don't care if y'all talking about me. I'm confident in who I am. And that's why I love Diamond. Because Diamond carried a level of confidence that a lot of men don't carry. He exudes with his sexiness. He exudes with his masculinity. But he exudes those things. And he have a way with the ladies. Like, he's not disrespectful to the ladies. Like, he know how to swoon and win the women over to get what he need. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay? I'm going to give Diamond his flowers. Okay? Like, everybody know how he is. I see him for his works. Yes, he a hoe. But he know how to exude in it without making you feel away. He know how to lay it down. And I'm sure laying it down, flipping it low, spreading it wide too. But he knows how to exude his sexiness in order to be appealing to a woman's eye. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So Annie has finally arrived. Annie's dress was really cute. Her hair was up in a ponytail. And then we see Cafe, Diamond, and Eni. They're talking about Diamond and Fantana. Diamond gets up, make a toast. He tell them to mind their business and that Fantana is his girlfriend. And when I tell y'all Fantana Bird was eating it up, the way I wanted to just, trick. If y'all don't know where that come from, I'm going to tell y'all that came off from Madea. The way I wanted to choke Fantana was unmatched, okay? So he gets up and he laid a whole kiss, not a mwah. He tongue child. I said, now look at her. Girl, you ought to be ashamed of yourself coming out there like that. Hey girl, how you doing? Fine, I'm on my way to work. Well, call me when you get home. Okay. Like, that's what it was giving. And everybody was giving Miss Parker. Was giving the mama. I was like, oh, okay. So, Zari, let me tell y'all. Now, this may have not been as that scene went on, but Zari looked extremely uncomfortable. I was like, ooh. And I guess he got to be uncomfortable because I'm sure Zari has never seen him affectionate with another woman in front of her. So, Cafe gets up and she makes her toast. So then she turns over to Zari and shades Zari about the comment Zari made to her at the safari. So Zari gets up and she tells Cafe, it's not like she said it. It came from social media. But yeah, you brought it on the screen. But now, I don't know. I ain't never seen it on social media. And then they start to argue. So, they get into an argument. Cafe loses it and grabbed that drink and was about to throw it on Zari. And so they took the drink from her and, they take the drink out of her hand. I didn't like that. Now Cafe, I like you. I really, really like you. But I think you really have misplaced anger. And I do think whatever Zari is telling you, I think that there is probably some truth to it. And you have to learn how to handle yourself. I think you were really mad at her. Now, at first, you not, feeling the way about her, that's different. We first came on. But now, this was misplaced anger. And you should never, I've always pegged you as the more classier one this season, and I still give you that. I give you that. And you had a moment. But you shouldn't have done that because Zari didn't deserve that. She didn't. Like, she can say whatever she wants, but that doesn't give you right to throw a drink at her. You're going to have to handle your emotions, mama. You're going to have to handle up on them emotions. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So Zari and Shakib, they was like, listen, Swanky, we gonna leave. Okay? We gone. So Kelly and Naked, they leave. They get to the house. Child, please. And he decided to propose to her. And I am willing to bet, because I need something in my hand, I'm happy for her, because she look happy. But, sir, let this not be a proposal to keep her mouth closed for a while. Because when y'all come back next season, this better be your wedding. Y'all been together too doggone long not to have a doggone wedding on the last episode or on the first episode. I don't care which episode y'all choose. Even if y'all choose a spinoff, get an episode next season, get married, and we gonna go from there. This don't need to be a ring just to dangle her enough to keep her around so she can calm down and not go nowhere. Cause you give me that. You give me that, Naked. You give me that. Okay? And I ain't got time for that type of energy. Okay? Anyway, so we get back to Swanky's event. And everybody's settling down, trying to settle down. What's her name? Cafe. And she was mad. She was mad at Swanky. She was like, because you're trying to settle me down, and when you're mad, I never tell you nothing. I let you be mad or whatever. And then here's Eni. Are we in high school? Shut up! Like, y'all, this lady get on my mother clucking nerves. Because she been on one. Like, she really been on one, and she coming in here like she top tier that girl. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying this was a good episode. Because they pissed me off. So, everybody goes and, said the things, saying things that they need to say. So, Louis get up. And I want to say that Eni roll her eyes like it's just impossible. And Louis gives a heartfelt apology. And he apologizes to Nadia for the way he acted at her event. And then he really gave a heartfelt apology to Eni. He didn't say, if I offended you. He was like, listen, I apologize. It was really heartfelt. And she forgave him, and she told him, come here. She gave him a hug. And I think he needed that because he started to cry. It's just this emptiness that sits inside of Louise that hurts so bad. Like, and instead of y'all trying to understand that, y'all, it almost felt like he was I don't want to say the word weaponized, because I don't think they tried to weaponize him with his own stuff. But y'all make it seem like he's being problematic because of the things that he wants in life, and because he's flirty, and because he is who he is. But y'all been finding a problem this whole season. I don't understand. It's just I guess it's just a lonely feeling. And that's how he feel. So y'all, Swanky apologizes to Annie. And as he apologized to Annie, for a clean slate again. Like I said, I think it's just for TV. I hope that they really work on their friendship, but like I said, I think some friendships can come to an end. I think that he brought on those two women to replace Annie. And I would like for Annie to go and really get herself together. I like the fact that Zari is willing to give Annie an opportunity and not just throw her away. And for me, whatever Nadia does, Fantana be on the same page. That's why both of them are bird brains. I don't see it for them. And y'all, this was the episode. This was the season ended. It was good. I will say that. Sorry, I just couldn't get everything all at one time. But it's just because I'm still learning and navigating, and I work, y'all. I work. And so it just takes a lot of time. And then, still navigating on top of, adding new shows. So I was trying to get these two out of the way so I can welcome in these three shows that I have now. Later on, like 8:30ish, I guess, between 8 and 8:30, expect Family or Fiance, which will probably be my last show today. Tomorrow will be the season premiere of Roa and Married to Medicine. As we know, Married to Medicine has had their reunion already. I have not talked about the reunion looks, but I might on a separate video. I might. If not, I'll just I'll just talk about it in tomorrow's video. Tomorrow night, I'll add the reunion looks in tomorrow night video. I guess I can squeeze that in, so I won't have to talk about it for the reunion, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fussing and cussing. Okay? Anyway, until next time, I hope we can bring everybody back. I hope Annie can really get herself together and come back strong. I don't expect nothing less from Nadia and Fantana, because they're collectively the bird brains. I want to see Cafe back, even though Annie has gotten on my nerves. I would like to see her back, because I like how she thinks. I live for Zari. She's becoming better. I like Zari. And as far as Naked and Kaylee, I hope that there is a wedding next season. Diamond is going to be Diamond, aka Stevie J. And Fantana is going to be Fantana, aka Bird Brain, aka Jocelyn Hernandez. Okay? And Naked is still going to give swoop. You understand? He going to give look. Lewk. He's going to give a look. All right? He's going to give pose. He going to give. He just going to give. He going to give what he going to give. Okay? But overall, I think I said that. Overall, the season was really good. I love the opulence. I love the richness of it. I need y'all to cut back on the lace fronts. Okay? But continue to bring that rich African, good Johannesburg beauty. Okay? I hope Cafe, I did say that I want Cafe to return, so I wish everybody can return. Anyway, that was it. Y'all know how I am when videos end, not the best.